Let's talk about Tyler Warren because it's kind of the same thing. Tyler Warren is doing like no interviews, and Tyler Warren is doing no endorsements. Tyler Warren is all about football. From a draft E perspective, he reminds me of Quentin Nelson. Quentin Nelson, all he wants to do is play football. Do you see his face on like a can of soup? Or do you see him on Indianapolis TV ever stumping for any product? No, you do not. Do you see Quentin Nelson being interviewed often other than when he has to be available by rule once a week in the locker room? You do not see him other than that. That's because he just doesn't care. All he wants to do is ball. That is Tyler Warren. That is why at 14, other than his obvious talents, his ability to block, his ability to catch, his ability to kind of find the seam in a zone and catch in crowded areas, that is why you go get Tyler Warren. Tyler Warren's attitude is that of a stone-cold winner. Barstow Sports says Ballard has to be aggressive in the draft. A player like Warren doesn't fall to 14. He could fall to 14. He could. Jason Griggs says, I'm not convinced that the Colts have any clue. Jason, you're not alone in that. And Ballard may wait to 14 and allow the board to come to him. And if Tyler Warren's taken at 5 by the Jags or by the Jets at 7, you know what? Cool. That's life. Moving up that far, that takes a hell of a lot of draft equity, and I'm okay not moving up if it's 5 or 7. But if he goes 11, 12, or 13 and you didn't move up to get him, that's on you, Chris Ballard, because he is the guy. If you draft, it has been since 1996 that 2 tight ends have gone in the top 15. It happened in 72, 73, and in 96. And none of those second tight ends were worth a damn. You can't take the second best tight end in the top 15. So if you don't get Warren at 14, if you can't touch him because he goes 5th or 7th, you got to trade back. You want Loveland, you trade back to get him. And then if you don't get him, that's okay. My bet is that Warren goes too quick, and then Ballard decides he needs another defensive tackle or an offensive tackle. I think that's what's going to happen with the Indianapolis Colts in this draft. And it's going to be heartbreaking because we're going to have to watch Tyler Warren ball out for somebody like we watched Brock Bowers ball out this past year for the Raiders.